Jesus Christ, I'd like to speak to you. Here am I. So, the things we've been talking about. Why don't you? Wait. If it's so easy, why don't you? If it's so easy, why don't you? I'm not gonna let you off the hook on this. If it's so easy, why don't you? Comparatively, however you want to do it, just answer the question. If it's so easy, why don't you? I do appreciate our less than verbal conversations, but I'm asking you a straightforward question. If it's so easy, why don't you? I don't want to. That is my boy. And why don't you want to? Alright, well, do you want to speak or do you want me to speak? I love you, Jesus. You speak. What's in your heart? I see amazing things. I see commercials. I see acts of kindness. I see what tragedy can bring. So much more resolution and love than was there before. I see. You sound like the Son of God. These are tall trees. Your creation. You created them. Why not explore it? Pause. We'll talk. Like people that walk around with dogs. Like, I don't understand that. I sit there and watch it every day, and that's your companion. Have you given up? Like, I don't understand it. It's like, when I was little, I had dogs, had cats, had pit bulls, had all kinds of things, and I was like, I have to clean up after you, and I was like, I don't understand this. Why would I do that? And bring you into my home, and then constantly care about you taking an excrement type of release and walking you and all this is like, why would I put that burden on myself? It doesn't make sense. When people Lord, are you comparing people to dogs? No, I am not. Me and my mama got into a fight about this. I was like, why do you care for animals more than children? There are children in a certain country that are treated I don't know, that's just my thought process. Like, if everybody's given up on life, then I don't know what to tell you. But I also realize, why don't you just be you? I do not feel that trees are that interesting. I really don't. Like, I look at them and I'm like, that is very tall. And I see what I see, which is they exist. Okay. They did not just grow out of nowhere, they serve a purpose. And I understand the purpose that they serve. But I'm not going to sit there for 8 hours thinking a tree is interesting. I'm just not that dude. Like, I'm more like, people are interesting to me. Like, they fascinate me. I don't understand a lot of times why they do the things they do. But I sit there and watch them, and I talk to them, and I understand the spirit and feelings and emotions and things that impact you. I understand life and death. I understand all kinds of things, and I watch people do the same thing over and over and over again, and I still don't understand why people walk around with dogs. I don't get that. I probably never will. I had a dog. I walked him when I was little, that was one of my chores, walk my dog. My dog was awesome. He actually came and found me. I remember when he did it, but I never, my blue jay at my camp, my blue jay is so funny, right? I love my blue jay. I think he actually followed me. Like, I see him everywhere I go. But there would be like 4 or 5 different birds, right? My blue jay shows up, those birds scattered. And then one time my blue jay, I was sitting there waking up in the morning, and I was sitting next to the campfire we have, because we had an exceptional camp. And I was sitting there, and the blue jay comes down, he looks at 4 birds, but then he looks up at the tree, and he's like, no, You guys stay put. I'll deal with you later. I'm gonna deal with these two right now. And he goes straight for him. Like, my Blue Jay was awesome. So, and then before that, I saw an eagle that was on the ground, just kind of looking around. The purpose of life in itself, I've already been over this. And I don't even see the point of going over the same conclusions. Now, that is what I wanted to talk to you about. If you come to a conclusion, is it not wise to explore it from different... If I come to a conclusion, then that's the truth. That is the truth at that point. And then what happens? I'm not a mathematician. I don't even believe in math. We'll get into that later. But like, how can you not believe in math? I'm like, look at what you've created. Pause, we'll talk. This is funny. Dear, follow me. Like, I always see them. Well, this is God's country, is it not? That's the reputation it has. Pause, we'll talk. I had this cat once, right? Little black cat was crying outside my apartment door. Which to me, I was like, okay. So I named him Tom Jones. Which is funny to me, but for a lot of reasons people don't understand, but that was funny. So I named him Tom Jones. I let him come into my apartment, and he would come in, and at the time there were people that visited me, and if Tom Jones didn't like them, Tom Jones would knock over their stripper heels or something like that. And one day, I had to pay $100 to get him out of the... My cat was amazing. My cat would beat up dogs. I apologize for laughing, but I remember my cat had one pinned in the tennis courts, and his owner was not happy about that, so she made a call and got him sent to the pound, and I got him out. And one night I heard mew, 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 mew. Right? So all these little kittens. I looked in the closet, there's kittens. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do about this situation, right? So I had to get little tiny bottles and feed them, because Tom Jones was apparently a mother that left me with a whole bunch of little kittens. So I called my mama. My mama was in vet tech school. My mama she's very smart. She was always doing things like that. Like, she would be studying while the rest of us were doing whatever we were doing. And she was telling me, well, you have to get little tiny bottles, and then you have to feed them. I was like, alright. So I was trying to do all this. They were getting bigger and bigger, so I started giving them away. People were bringing them back. Like, these little kids are too bad. Like, we can't handle them. These little kids have done this. But the thing is, I always looked at it like I wasn't upset about it. I was like, yeah, they that's my kitten. And I just looked at them. I was like, well, you guys are different kittens. Like, your dad or mom, technically Tom Jones was not a dad, but I was like, I understand where you're from. And one of the biggest things of hanging out with my people and trying to unite them, they constantly clash. But they're so much alike. I'm like, you guys are brothers. And then the Spirit was like, this is exactly like the 12 tribes of Israel. And I'm sitting there like, you guys talk like me. But the thing is, when meth gets involved, and then you combine that with demons, that changes you. Like it. So I've been out here trying to unite my people. Like, look, if you are my people, which it seems like you are, you talk like me, like we have a lot in common, because the Spirit told me go where the wild ones are, and I've been really, really happy, actually. Like, just like we share everything until we love each other, until we talk to each other, take care of each other, until meth gets involved. And you're a king. It's what you're supposed to do. Protect your people. Then the divisions and the wars start. And I'm sitting there the entire time like, why are you fighting him when you guys are exactly the same? And I realized, I was like, you're supposed to unite them. You're supposed to not rule them, but rule with them. And trying to do all of this, I was praying on it, and the Spirit was like, when you used to do rock shows, you had your band and everything, and you planned out everything because you were to do a show, and you had it all planned out, what would happen? And I was like, it would all go to shit. The Spirit was like, welcome to the business. So what I'm saying to everybody right now, same thing I said before, like, I'm still swimming horizontally. If no one is happy, and I said this a long time ago, and I love to learn. I don't like to go over remedial things. If you're going to take a breath and it's not happy, there's no point in it. And I hear so much about people, a lot of my people, they want to die. They're angry with God because he won't let them die. And I'm sitting there, and you're not supposed to. You can't control death. There is a purpose for you. And I've been doing this a long, 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 long time. Pause, we'll talk. Alright. So it was like, well, if the adequacy of human intervention is the fact you wear pants, well, okay. Be proud of it. Walk around. Do that. It's good exercise. When you look at the mountains and the clouds and trees and things that God had a hand in, well, okay. You wear pants. Then I look at the magnificent edifices before me. Triangle shape would be a lot more structured. Technically, if you moved, and I have done this actually, I've roofed a mansion, Judas's mansion actually. That's a whole nother story I'm not going to get into. He had a spiraling staircase up to his 35-foot mansion. I ripped it apart and I was on top of it. I was looking down at the city. Well, look at this. It's like paintings. It's like 3D. Remember those 3D paintings that used to pop out and you'd have to figure out what it was? May speak freely. It's going to take a long time to walk over there, and then I have no idea why I would want to. That's why I love Jesus. The Pocahontas song? I told you about the Pocahontas song. Looks pretty from here. Looks pretty from here. Okay, well. Yes, please be you. Alright, so if I walk over there, it just starts raining. Then it gets all types of cold. And then I gotta find shelter. And then, oh, you're a suburb boy. I know better than that. I know you're not. I'm just teasing you. Do you not think I would take care of you? And so I'm not trying to test that. It's not about... I've already seen you. Do not worry about that. What is the purpose of it then? Well, if you don't want to explore it, why did you create it? You're talking about Israel. What, is that its name? I have no desire. Why would I want to go over there? It doesn't even make sense. Well, you are going to eventually have to go over there. If I may, you may. I was just in a desert and a place that. Okay, so many reasons, don't get into those. You're going to fulfill prophecy. Or would you rather? I would rather find a queen. Oh, now you understand why I told you why you had to get married. Yeah, that has not gone. I don't have anything in common with those people. Um, well, you may speak. I speak this language. I'm sorry. Do you not speak multiple languages? By your features and your blood and the DNA test, I do not want. Well, now you understand. Go right to the people that hate me. Yeah, I understand. Pause, we'll talk. So I was sitting there, right? Out of nowhere, this fire starts. Burns up blackberry bushes. And then we look across the barbed wire. This red heifer is just staring at me. Like, I like the beige one. Like, the beige one would show up, and he would only show up, and I would look at him, we'd kind of nod like we had an understanding. This red heifer would always just stare at me. So behind my camp, which I mean it's more like, well, the fire pit, to the side of it, there were blackberry bushes. Till that fire started, it was just like, take off your shoes, you're standing on holy ground, right? So it burned it all up. And there's cows behind it. I'm sitting there. So what makes you think you're not going to Israel? That is not the name of it. And what's the point when I understand what I understand? Okay, Mr. Messiah. Alright, so all the pressure you've been feeling here and all the things you've been going through prepared you for going over there. Somebody has to go in, then tell them that the temple is not to your standards. It's not hard. They're humans. You already had this talk with Peter and Moses anyway. You have a remnant over there. You already sent your ambassadors. You've seen them. Until they say, "Blessed is he that comes in the name of the Lord," your remnant is. All right. I love you.